double the pleasure, double the fun. Ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, we have another StarCraft 2 Gamecast. I'm GG StarCraster, and did I say StarCraster? Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Right, we have ONECrunCher here who has made a name for himself in the TSL by knocking out E.G. Idra. Those are some very entertaining games to watch. Suggest you go check that out. And also, Claves up here in the top left side. This is actually MarineKingPrime, so don't be confused. He's playing under the name Claves, but this is the Marine King himself. Also known before as Foxer, which was a much cooler name because he was the fake boxer. The map is Typhon Peaks, as we see Cruncher going out here and scouting to the right-hand side position. And the thing to know about Typhon Peaks is it is a pretty large map. There are 2 Xel'Naga watchtowers. It is one of the new ladder maps. It is one that I feel it's an alright map, but even though it's pretty big, there are a lot of choke points. There's a choke right here, right to your natural, so fast expanding is pretty viable, except you have to worry about this background swingaroo type thing. And there's a third here that's pretty easy to take, but it's also pretty easy to set tanks right here and just bombard it from the top. So that could definitely come into play since this is a Protoss versus Terran match, and we do see the probe scouting up here, and looks like he will actually find him last. And we do have Cruncher just getting a gateway at a normal time and going straight into his gas. Very standard opening here. He did a lot of fast expands against Idra and forged fast expands, things of that nature. Looks like Marine King going to be doing the sort of the half-hearted wall in, not really wanting to go ahead and do that, but just putting his barracks and depot up here. Looks like he will be go ahead and build a supply depot there and let the add-on complete the wall in once he gets the tech lab. Or reactor going for the reactor here is MarineKingPrime, and it looks like this will get scouted here by the probe, and that's going to be a big reveal because reactors take a long time to build, but you can get a lot of Marines. So it looks like Marine King's going to be going for a lot of early pressure and aggressiveness with this build as the scout is moving here, seeing everything that's going in, seeing the timing of the second gas and the cybernetics core. So this reactor is very, very interesting to me. Let's see if this actually is able to make this pay off. Because even though you do get a lot of Marines early, you don't get that fast stem as his second, as he's actually moving into a factory. Oh, I see. So he's probably not going to be doing too much early pressure with this, but he is going to be getting a number of Marines to defend, so he can go for some kind of tech play. He may even go for cloaked banshees or something like that, as he does have the double gas up. So it looks like cloaked banshees probably going to be the play to make, and looks like Cruncher just setting up a proxy pylon here down at the third base for MarineKingPrime, and he could be gearing up to do some kind of 4-gate pressure. Not sure if this is going to be scouted. No, the SCV is just going to return straight home. Now he's going to be scouting up the side for where proxies normally go down right along in here. But looks like we have a Stargate, proxy Stargate to the third. Oh my goodness, this is going to be an interesting play here as both players are trying to cheesily hide tech. This is very interesting. Looks like one tank going to be put out here, and then the swap is going to happen. Very nice timing there by Marine King. And it looks like we have the Sentry, the Zealot, and the Stalker, the complete and total smallest form of gateway army that you can have at this point in the game, as he's adding on 2 additional gateways, bringing up the production tab. We see just 2 gateways going down right now in the Stargate. Now building a Void Ray, and this could be very interesting. I don't think he's going to be able to do too much of the Void Ray due to the number of Marines, but the fact that STEM is not done does mean that he could possibly get in a little bit of harass with those 2 more gates that are going down, warping in some additional units. Looks like he's moving out across the map. Going to be warping in some units up here Queuing up another Void Ray immediately. He's going to be going for the very strong 3-gate Stargate versus Terran. And one Banshee is now on the way. And Cloak, however, not being built, he did not go ahead and do the swap on those. He is getting for the tank, and looks like this Stalker poking up and just going to be warded away by that tank shot. We do have a hidden supply depot behind the weeds. Very nice. And the Void Ray just going to be sitting out here, chilling. Even a closer proxy pylon. Not really close enough to warp onto the high ground, though, which is what I would have expected him to try to do. He does have the 2 Void Rays out now, building a third, and he will be sniping the supply depot in the back. The Marines are going to show up and force him out of there, though. The opponent now knows that he does have Void Rays. He needs to be careful with it. But he is also attacking the front at this time. The tanks are going to be enough to ward this away for now. Will this reactor burn down? It's actually getting very, very close, and I think it actually will. So now the front door is wide open if he can warp in some more units and try to get in there. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to or not. There is a Banshee on the field, however, the Void Rays will not be able to be hit by this. And he is going to go ahead and move out here. This could be very dangerous. The force field coming just a little bit too late. And would have been able to trap all those units against the Zealots. He needs to warp in actually more of those as he's moving Stalkers across the field. Getting his expansion, just putting a lot of pressure. This is not an all-in build at all for him, although he would like to do a significant amount of damage with this. Siege mode now finished, so that's going to be tougher for him to actually poke in there at this point in time. And the pylon just out of range of the siege tank blast. That's going to be frustrating. And more Void Rays just being made. Now, if he gets too many Void Rays, it's going to be hard for Marine King to actually do anything. As this pylon is getting taken out there. He does get vision of it. And these Void Rays are going to be very vulnerable here if this Viking can stay with this Marine support.